friend Kristina is here joining us. She is the Crystal Queen. She has a shop called the Serendipity Place, and I frequent there a lot. And I was like, Kristina, you have to do my podcast because you're freaking amazing. And you know so much about crystals. And if you guys caught my other podcast, we talked about pretty much like the basics of crystals and being kind of like a basic bee and getting your personal set of crystals and all that good stuff. So, so I wanted to have you back on because I also wanted to talk about one of the biggest questions I get asked is mindset. So I have this skull, which is all about the mind, and it's the amethyst skull.
Yep.
So wait, because people ask like, I don't know if crystals come in all different shapes and sizes. So I was attracted to the skull because I wanted it for that mindset. But is it scary to have a skull?
No, I think it's what you associate it with. Some people maybe aren't, about the skull, but like you said, it's about the mind, the brain, the person itself. So amethyst was a great choice for your skull, because that's a great just mindful stone. Being mindful, leaving your ego brain and leaning more into the intuitive side and those like happy thoughts and positive thinking and all that.
All right, good. Because I actually have a lot of crystal skulls and they're handhelds. This is my biggest one. So this is the bad boy that I decided to get. And if you guys are watching it, you can see it actually has a hole in the middle of its head. But I just thought of it as like, of course, me and my spiritual mind, like, oh, it's like all the higher vibrational and spirituality is just flowing right in and creating the abundance of wealth and health and successful life and well-being. Yeah.
Yep.
So I kind of gave that a little scenario of my own, a little story of my own. But I've also seen like there's one little moon that I got from you, and it's a little geode, and it's a crystal shaped like a moon, and I just fell in love with it, and it's just so cute. And I've seen crystals shaped as animals, owls, cats,
everything.
Everything
and anything.
Literally,
I mean,
literally.
we could get naughty on what
we really can, and that's why crystals are good to be outside of the body. So the reason why I wanted to continue on with our conversation because we got a ton of feedback on how amazing that episode was. And I wanted to bring up that question of the mental mindset and well-being and how it pertains to us and what crystals are good for us, because we do on a day-to-day go through the general stresses of life, whether it's work or relationship, family life, self-doubt. There's so many of us that struggle with insecurities and not feeling worthy and so forth. And, I find that crystals are a great addition as you go through that healing journey and that healing process. So if I was someone that wanted to have that mental mindset of, okay, I'm ready to evolve, I'm ready to take my life into that next level with mind abundance, pretty much like the mind, body, soul, right? Like making sure my mind's on point, my soul's on point, and my body's on point. So what crystal would be good to help me get there?
So I think it's really all about heightening your vibration when that's going on. I mean, there's no ultimate level we reach in life that we're always positive and perfect and whatnot. It's about the consistency of doing that. And like you said, the crystals are a tool, like a physical tool that you can touch and reconnect to those thoughts. So when manifesting abundance, and like you said before too, abundance doesn't have to just be money. It can be the fulfillment and all the beautiful things that life has to offer. So I think starting with like your empowerment center, your solar plexus, and leaning towards yellow and gold stones, just like this shiny, sparkly pyrite piece that you have here.
Other known as fool's gold,
yes,
right?
Exactly. People are like, is that fool's gold? I got a piece up in New Hampshire when I was, a kid. A lot of people have, little ones of this. But yeah, it looks like money. It attracts money, whether, you're trying to get a new job or bring clients into your, current place or just getting lucky. But it comes from that inner strength and willpower to work and put your energy behind what you're doing.
It's gorgeous too.
Oh, yeah.
Like that's the thing. It's so sparkly. So if you guys love that sparkle look, if you want something to add to your home decor,
that bling bling,
the bling bling, definitely get yourself a piece of pyrite because it's all about that success and yeah, I mean, if you guys are watching it, you can see how much it's sparkling.
I know, I'm sitting here like moving it like people
Right?
can see, but for those who get to watch or check it out later, the beautiful shine on pyrite, definitely a cool piece. Really heavy in weight too, so it just feels like it has a lot to it.
And actually, I actually filled my angel, I have an angel, well, my jewelry line with Dune Jewelry.
Yep.
So my angel wing, I filled that with pyrite.
Perfect. Yeah.
Fun fact.
Yeah.
Fun fact.
Wearing your crystals just brings them closer to you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So pyrite's really good for that and for that success. What else is that?
The citrine, so staying on that yellow gold kind of color theme in mind. Citrine also connects to the solar plexus, but it's uplifting and brings you like joy and happiness, because I think you have to put out what you want to attract. And so those happy, uplifted, positive, opportunistic vibes.
Opportunistic.
All come with that citrine.
So I have a question, and you guys that are just listening, you can't see it. The citrine, the one that I have, because I know they come in different shades, and mine, it's almost like a rust color.
Yep. Looks like a chicken nugget.
It looks like it. Yeah. Have you ever seen those memes with like, oh, that looks like such a good chicken nugget, and it's actually a piece of citrine?
Maybe I'm just hungry. I don't know.
No, I'm always hungry. Buffalo chicken on the way. No,
Yeah.
But anyways, it does look like a chicken nugget, but it also resembles, even though totally different color, because amethyst is all about purple. And
It's not that bad. Like I can't.
okay. Somebody's walking by probably. Amethyst is all about that purple color. So citrine, it just, even though it's totally different color, but citrine looks like the amethyst that I have.
All right. Well, there's a reason that you
Okay,
feel
what's
that
the reason?
way.
Tell me.
So most citrine you're going to see is heat-treated amethyst. So that doesn't make it a fake stone or anything like that. It means that it's been altered. And I think in that process, it absolutely changes the energy, because I love amethyst and I love citrine, and I keep my citrine in my purse and in like my money box at work. Citrine is all about bringing that money to you. And amethyst is those soothing mindset, but also manifesting vibes. So they both work.
Well, when we manifest, right? And that's a whole other episode. But when we manifest, we're supposed to actually see it as it is now, like currently. So like if you want to manifest a successful life, it's not, oh, hopefully, like we don't focus on that hope.
Yep.
We focus in as it is
right now.
So like, yes. So like, say if you want that beautiful, beautiful white home, then you focus living in that home currently.
Yeah.
Even if you're not, but you have to focus in on that. Envision it. So when we talk about the citrine and the amethyst, that makes perfect sense, because the citrine is bringing in that abundance, and then the amethyst is like, cool, I got this.
Yeah.
We're focused. We're ready.
Yeah.
So it's funny that it's heat treated.
Yeah. And honestly, there are real citrine stones. They're a little bit more pricey because it's a bit more rare. They almost look like Smokey and citrine had a baby, because it's like a smoky
I love that.
yellow.
Baby crystals. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. And I'd buy all of those too. Sucker for that.
So you can get both. It doesn't mean that this is not going to work or it's fake. Like I said, it's just altered, and it still has that perfect energy for things that you're trying to attract in that manner.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. What's this little nugget? So she has a little nugget behind her, and it's my favorite color, which is green.
Yep.
And it's almost what it looks like. It's almost like an emerald green,
It's very bright. So
like the Emerald City, like the Wizard of Oz.
crystals,
That's what it looks
like I said on the last episode, they have different minerals in them. So where malachite gets its high green, bright, vibrant
So this is
color,
a malachite.
Malachite,
Okay,
yeah.
so this green piece, this crystal is called malachite.
Yeah, it is full of copper. So think of like an old copper penny getting a little green. That is because it's so full of copper that it gives off that beautiful green color.
So wait, if it's full of copper, does it mean that it's not really worth a lot?
Copper is pricey, I feel like.
Oh,
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't.
So for this, and you have malachite in its raw form, so it's really fibrous, almost looks a little velvety. You can find them tumbled, and you'll see all these beautiful swirls in them too.
Yes.
So they look so different raw and tumbled, which is kind of cool. But the greens, you think of money, you think of the golds, but also green, like a dollar bill. So a lot of green crystals are good for manifesting money, opportunity, personal growth, and that abundance.
And what about, so I know we talked about a lot of the financial stuff because a lot of people are like, I want to bring that wealth. But with the green crystals, wouldn't that help with the heart chakra too?
Yep. So green is the color of the heart chakra. So a lot of green crystals can do both, kind of love and luck. You can find ones that just are a little bit more specific in the abundance or the love area. I think malachite's great for both. And it's very transformational and protective, because, bringing in money is, sure, we can have a crystal, we can say a prayer and set our intentions, but it's the work you do behind it and the action steps you do with all the manifesting. So that personal growth, that motivation we talked about, that behind it can just help things move things more quickly.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So what about this one that's right behind you?
That's a great choice.
So is this is Moonstone?
Yep.
Right? And so the Moonstone, I actually, in my third eye chakra necklaces, I have Moonstone in that. So tell me about Moonstone, like what's going on. And this is like a green one, right?
Yeah. So
because I was going to say, I do have a green
Yep.
Moonstone, but is this one green?
That's
or
a
is
green
this
Moonstone,
one a rainbow?
yeah.
Okay. All right. So for you guys that are at home, this Moonstone, it almost is like a little iridescent, but it's a sphere. It's a ball. So I got this one on my birthday. I got a lot of things for my birthday. I treated myself well that year.
Birthdays, holidays, any occasion crystals are good for.
I
I'm gonna
know.
Steal it from you.
That's the other thing too, guys. Like if you're looking for like a perfect gift, it's I truly believe that crystals they're great stocking stuffers.
Yep.
They're great.
They're
Just for,
meaningful. It's like, why buy
exactly.
a gift card for Amazon? Like, get something
Right.
that has a purpose. Everyone's always working on something, whether they're trying to attract love or going through something. There's a crystal for everything. And
quality. It's a quality gift.
In any budget.
Yeah.
You can get a couple tumbles or a beautiful statement piece for someone you love.
Right.
But yeah, you grab the green Moonstone.
Mm-hmm.
Moonstones can come, like you said, rainbow, which they look white with little black flecks and iridescence. Black Moonstone, peach Moonstone, and the green Moonstone you grabbed definitely is all about that luck and love. So luck can be beneficial when trying to manifest abundance.
I love that.
Yeah.
So the luck, the love, all of that stuff. And that's part of the mind, body, soul. Like you need to learn to love yourself. Is there anything, while we're on the topic of that, anything I know we talked rose quartz in one of the other episodes.
Yep.
So we talked rose quartz. You know who I think needs a little love? I think Stanley needs a little love.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm wondering if we can get Stanley. So if you guys hear that barking in the background, that's one of my dogs, and he's a little he wants to and he went right to the opposite side. Here he comes.
is.
Okay. So this is Stan. He's my little Stanley, come on up. He's my little handsome boy. And there you go. Just sit. He's a maniac, and he needed some love.
Yeah.
He needed some love. So we just wanted to give a little shout out to this boy.
If you're a dog lover, you would love all Tiff's dogs.
You know what? Well, wait, let me ask you this then. A little off topic, but if you have like crazy pets
Yep.
that are hyper and so forth, are crystals good for pets? Or like, is there
Yeah.
anything you can do to help with the pet situation?
Animals are so much more sensitive to energy than we are. I mean, I often would lay crystals on my dogs and do some Reiki or just let them like take in the crystal energy for whatever they have going on. So smoky quartz to ground them would be good for sure.
I need to put it in his little harness.
Yeah, maybe like we can figure out a way to attach them to a dog tag or something.
Right.
But absolutely.
I love, sometimes, and if you guys have heard of me, seen me on any of the lives, a lot of times I see that, you guys know my dogs. I have 3 amazing dogs, but they're a little cray-cray sometimes. And so I have a friend that actually put together a little essential oil essence for them. So we've
Ooh.
tried that. But I'm like, why not crystals?
Yeah.
Why not put crystals in their little harness?
Good idea.
Yeah, maybe just to calm them down.
Perfect.
So yeah, we just had to pivot from that. You know what I want to do, though, is I actually want to pull a card.
Yeah, let's see
Some
what's
of my
going
episodes,
on.
I pull cards. The reason being because it kind of just brings us on a path. And when I pull a card, I wonder if you could tell me what kind of crystal
Okay.
is good.
Absolutely.
So should I pull the card or should you pull the card?
You tell me.
Oh gosh, decisions. Okay, we're gonna have Kristina pull the card.
I'm nervous.
Okay, look at how bad I'm.
No.
You guys know my shuffling skills also are not on point. If you guys are watching, you're like,
It's all right. I'll pull from like the middle.
This is sad. Sometimes
It's a big deck.
it's a big deck and I have little hands.
And I think, using cards also, whether it's daily or once in a while, is something to help you be more mindful and pay attention to energies and
love them.
another tool. Yeah.
Okay, so what does Kristina need to know for her highest and greatest good? Wait, Okay. So Kristina got 7 of air. Plans that need revision. More going on that meets poor timing. So I'm actually just going to say, I feel like this has to do when I just said we had to pivot from what we were talking about. We started talking about the dogs. This is what the card was. The card's like, hey, it's okay.
Stay focused.
Stay focused. Grab some rainbow fluorite, and we're going to pivot from the original convo. But you know what? Such is life. That's what we have to do.
Yeah.
So as far as like adjusting, right? Like what is there any crystal that would be good where you just feel like there's so much chaos in your life and you need that serenity and you're just like, okay, I need that grounding and I need that serenity. What is it what could I do? What kind of crystal that could help me in that transition, I guess, right?
I feel like sometimes you need to calm down, and like the blues can be really soothing, like a blue calcite, that smooth, calm energy.
Which we might have blue calcite there.
There's definitely lots of blues.
But you know what? One of my favorite blue is
Ooh. Blue.
celestite.
Yeah. This is heavy.
I got that one from you.
Yeah. The celestite is also.
I always say celestite, but it's pronounced
whatever. Tomato.
celestite. Yeah.
Celestite.
And I feel like it always connects us higher to our spiritual self, correct?
Yeah, so blues connect to the throat chakra, which can connect to communication, speaking your truth, and also the spiritual connection. Specifically, that word celestial is in there, so you're going to connect a lot more closer to your angels, whether it's them visiting in dreams or feeling, kind of surrounded by them in a space to feel safe, or talking to them, whether it's your loved ones in spirit or guides, whatever kind of angels are out there, to just help you when you need to feel like you're not alone.
We're never truly alone, right? So that's why that's the name of the podcast.
Perfect.
Because it's all about being able to connect to everybody individually and as a collective, as a healing community and all that good stuff. Some days you have it, some days you don't. And I feel like with the celestite, the celestite, that's always good. Kind of brings me down a few notches.
Yeah.
But life is all about those pivots.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, it just happened just now. Well, we're like, okay, we're going to record this podcast and let's organically see what we have to talk about. But then
I feel like it's all, like you said, the pivots, but the transitions and the transformational energy. So I think of labradorite. Like I said, we're always working on ourselves, or something comes into play and you're like, all right, I have to shift gears, or I have to go and get over this obstacle or move around what's going on. It's the work that you do to get around those things that it's all about.
Doing the healing work on you.
Yep.
It starts with you, right? And I think sometimes it can be difficult because we get into our heads and we get so stubborn with things. But I talk about releasing the outcome. If you just allow yourself to release the outcome, you're going to get your true answers that are meant for you.
Yeah, because I think when we don't and we have like this really clear vision and we're like, it's going to happen this way and this is how it has to happen, you create limitations and probably blocks from it happening the way it's supposed to. Like, you're not in charge, Miss Aries.
I know. Aries double Virgo. I'm constantly, but I struggle with that because I come off as being very intense, but at the same time, you're just
confident. You have this knowing, so it can be abrasive to people that are maybe a little lacking or needing to tune into that inner fire that we do have within us.
That's actually a really good topic I just thought of. So really quick, because I know we only have a few minutes left, but if I started giving you the signs, could you tell me what, just really quick, we're going to do this in like 2 minutes. All
Maybe.
Right? Okay, so let's see. We'll start, of course, with Aries. So Aries, we'll just do one crystal for each sign. So Aries, what do you think?
Smoky quartz, ground that intense energy so it comes out more balanced.
Perfect. Okay, so Aries, grab your smoky quartz. Taurus.
I feel like flexibility would be a good one. Well, that's tough of like what stone's good for flexibility.
A flexibility one.
I think selenite, actually.
Okay, yeah.
Because it's really aligning because you may be super focused in one area, so it creates that balance within in a different
Taurus,
way.
grab your selenite.
Yeah.
Gemini.
Grounding for sure.
Obsidian.
Because you're balancing your duality so
Yeah.
much. I feel like, yeah, smoky or obsidian. I might want to say smoky for a handful because it's such a good stone.
So Gemini, grab your smoky quartz.
Yep.
Cancer.
All up in the feels and emotion. I'm a Cancer moon, so I cry all the time. You know, commercials just get you. So I would say the teals because those stones are going to help allow you to go with the flow of all that water energy.
Love this.
Yeah, so like Caribbean calcite.
So Cancers, go grab your Caribbean calcites and teals.
Yeah.
And then we have Leo.
Leo, another fiery, independent sign. I feel like rose quartz. I feel like, you know, and this could be just the collective energy I'm feeling right now and why I'm picking up on that. But I feel like just the love and moving from your heart center.
So rose quartz. I was thinking carnelian for Leo, but that's okay.
I don't know if fire signs really need more fire.
Oh, that's true too. That's true too.
But we like them.
So rose quartz to just kind of cool your quartz. Okay, what about Virgo?
Another one that maybe flexibility would help of like kind of softening in. And I'm feeling drawn to like soft blues, soft or dark blues.
Like a blue calcite?
Blue calcite or like the lapis, just to lead more intuitively versus thinking you need to follow a list and be so structured, you know?
I need a lot of that because I'm a double Virgo.
Oh yeah. Okay.
What about Libra?
Libra, another, you know, balancing act, for thinking. So I'm going to the mindset piece with an amethyst. Nice purple amethyst.
Well, I thought you were going to say amethyst. So amethyst for Libra. I thought you were going to say amethyst for the next sign, which is Scorpio.
Ooh, well, Scorpio's already very intuitive. I think the obsidian of that like inner reflection piece, you know, because they carry a lot of like the heavy dark stuff that we all think about.
Yeah.
But kind of working through it and we're in Scorpio season right about now. So it's about looking at like your inner things that you can work on, whether it's a flaw, whether it's a habit, any of that, you know, we always have to work on ourselves.
So that would be Scorpio is
The obsidian.
Obsidian.
It's like
Okay.
a self-reflection stone.
And then we have Sagittarius, which you are.
Yep. What do I need? I'm perfect. Don't need the confidence. So I don't know. I feel like the grounding is really helpful for fire signs. I can't say smoky for 3, but I really,
Yeah, you can.
Can I?
3's a charm.
I love smoky quartz.
Smoky for Sag.
Yes.
Smoky for Sagittarius.
Yeah,
Okay.
because we need to just be leveled out and grounded with all the fire. We want to move and go all the time, and sometimes the world doesn't want you to go.
What about Capricorn?
Capricorn. I think also like a rose quartz or rhodonite, self-love and heart-focused, because a lot of Capricorns I know are great workers and so successful. So let's focus on like feeling loved and giving love.
I love that.
Yeah.
And then we have Aquarius.
Ooh, another, you know, mystical zodiac sign. I think I'm feeling like a citrine or pyrite, like empowerment kind of one behind them.
I can see that.
Yeah.
The Aquariuses that I know, I feel like I want to be like, let's open up that throat chakra and stand in your power.
They're very like internalized, I
Yeah.
think, with things. So getting it out. So even blues for communication could be helpful, but that empowerment piece to be like, okay.
So
what if I'm
citrine for
different?
Aquarius and also like the blues, like opening up that throat chakra.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then of course Pisces.
Okay. Yeah. Another intense feeler. I think those calming colors are beneficial. I feel like we haven't given anyone a green stone yet. So I'm feeling the malachite.
Okay.
Since we were just talking about it, you
Pisces,
know,
you get the
love
malachite.
and abundance.
Yeah.
focusing on the positives.
I love that.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming on the show.
Yay. Thank you for having me.
Now I want to talk more about astrology. There's so much more. And, you know, hopefully you guys that are listening and watching, hopefully you enjoyed this. And yeah, until next time, guys, go get your crystals, go to Serendipity Place. And yeah, we'll see you next time.